Greetings, everybody. Hope all is well. I am Candace G. Smith, Master Healer, Teacher, Spiritualist, and I am here to do your What's Coming Up in Love reading for the rest of the year. So, per request, I've had people contact me to ask me to do different topics, which is great. I love that. So this reading is just about, this is for singles. If you are single, if you're currently single or you're in between relationships or just have some questions about a current relationship that you may be in, but it's really geared more towards singles or newly invested people. I am going in as deep as possible. I'm going to try to give you specific astrology signs and possible personality traits and everything like that. There are 4 groups to choose from. What I always recommend, I love the pick a deck readings or pick a card readings because it gives you the opportunity, for me anyway, what I like to do is before I actually listen to what the person has to say, what I typically do is I will close my eyes, take like 4 deep breaths, and before I'm even done with my 4th breath, it's like I can either see the number in my head or I hear it, or I just feel it. Or you can just use it. If you have a pendulum, you can use your pendulum too as well, to figure out which group you're in. So I love the pick a group or pick a card readings. Like I find them to be more specific and more accurate to my situation because I'm able to see and feel which number and which group I'm in before it's not so general. So that's why I like these. So there are 4 groups of people. And like I said, what I'm basically going to do is give you your predictions between now and the end of the year for your love situation. If you are curious, and again, this is primarily for singles or those who are newly invested in a situation. Also keep in mind too as well, I'm still offering the 2021 calendar video readings, which all the information will be in my description box, and the personal energy assessments and readings too as well. This is the last week for free consultations. This is the very last week for free consultations. After this week, they will no longer be free and they will go back to their regular price. So if you feel that you do need to be assessed for a healing session, in there for healing sessions only, please feel free to book your free consultation on my website, www.candicesmith, which is in the description box, okay? Oh, one more space too for my class, my apprenticeship class, which is starting March of 2021. So we'd have one more space left. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and start with group 1. Okay, group 1. So let's go ahead and start with, I already pulled your card. So let's go ahead and see what you have here. So let's see, let's read the love angel cards first. All right, so you have new love that's coming up. New love, someone that you've known before. It's a past life relationship that could potentially lead to marriage. Great stuff. The possible, well, let's just start here first. So it looks like for me with you guys, anytime I see new love, and this is beautiful to me. So if you're in group 1 or if you chose or channeled group 1, you're basically going, I don't think that you've actually met them yet. It could be possibly coming up really, really soon. It's going to happen before this year is out, but I don't think that you've actually met them yet. This is someone that's new that you have not met. So it's not an ex. It's not, for a lot of you, you may have just met them maybe, or you have not met them yet, but you have someone coming in that, it's new love, but you guys are going to have like this amazing connection where it's almost like you've met each other. It's like an instant love, like a love at first sight. I believe in love at first sight. Like I believe that you can meet somebody and just be completely compatible because, the souls, we all know each other. All of us have experiences with each other already. It's just the body, the ego that has to catch up. But in this case, this is someone that's coming in that's new, or they're brand new in your life. Maybe you just met them, or maybe you've met them but haven't had a chance to. You may have even I'm hearing and feeling you may have crossed paths with them too as well, but you're just not they're not aware of you yet. You're not aware of them. But this is someone that for a lot of you, you don't know yet. But it's a great thing because, again, when you do connect with them, it's going to feel like you're talking to a best friend. It's going to feel like you've known them forever. It's going to feel like they're, like they're just like, it's going to be a feeling like that's just, they're the one. And so that's coming in strong. Let's look at this person's energy so I can tell you who they are. This person has Mars in their chart. So possibly an Aries. Mercury in their energy. Possibly a Virgo. Possibly a Taurus. So the new person that's coming into your life is either a Taurus, an Aries, could be a Gemini because of Mercury, or a Virgo. This person, the way you're going to know them, they're a problem solver. Like there's someone that's very, like they're a problem solver. They are very logical. They're very responsible. That you're going to notice that they love to keep like all their ducks in a row. They're very, 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 very productive. So you're going to notice that they may be a hard worker. You may not have the best communication with them initially. I don't feel like they are maybe the best communicators. They tend to, they'll try. So I will say this, when you meet them, it's going to be so easy to talk to them. Like you're going to like really instantly feel like that's your friend. It's going to be very, very easy to communicate with them. However, it may not be the easiest for them to communicate with you. So you may have some issues with communication. So just be patient with that. But they are full of reason that they will compromise with you. They will problem solve with you. They're fixers. So if you tend to have any type of disagreements or issues, they are willing to listen, to compromise, and they'll actually fix it. They're a person of action, or people of action, where if you say, I don't like this, or I didn't like when you did that, or I like when you do this, I like when you do that, they'll change that for you. However, their communication may not be the greatest. I'm going to see if I can get life path numbers. Actually, I'm going to channel this. I'm going to write it down. Let me see if I can get life path numbers, possible life path numbers of these people. Possible 2 life path number. A possible 8. So they may be increments of 2s. So it might be a 2, a life path number person that's a 2, a life path number person that is a 4, or a life path number person that's an 8 that may be in this energy. So if you meet someone that's one of these astrology signs that has a life path number 2, 4, or 8, and it doesn't have to be that. This is just basically what I'm channeling right now. But if you do, this is your group, or that this can actually lead to marriage. Again, this will be something that's new. So, sorry, you guys, I actually had to get a piece of paper and write it down. This will be something that's actually new. And again, it's either really brand new, like art. Again, you haven't come in contact with them yet. You may be aware of them. I think that even some of you guys may have even come across this person on a dating app or something. And maybe, I know like a lot of them you swipe by. I don't know why I'm hearing check your inboxes or check your mail, like check your DMs or check your inboxes or something. I don't know why I'm hearing that for some of you guys. Some of them are just kind of like they're sitting in limbo waiting on you to respond back to them. Okay. So great stuff. You guys have some good stuff coming. Like when this person comes, like don't take it for granted, because it's here. It's coming. So between now and 2020. If you have any specific questions about this, you are always welcome to book a personal session with me and we can go into more detail, but looks like some good stuff for you, group 1. All right, so let's go ahead and go into group 2. Hello, group 2. Welcome to your What's Coming Up in Love reading for the rest of 2020. Singles and newly attached people our newly invested people, I should say. We're going to go ahead and do your reading and see what's coming up, okay? So I was actually shuffling, and I'm trying to do this as quick as possible. For me, I like quick readings. I don't like when people talk for like a whole 2 hours off of one pal. Like, just tell me what I need to know, like in 5-10 minutes, and just be specific as possible. And that's all I pretty much want. So, okay, let's see what the love angels, love angels have to say. Uh-oh. Sorry, I need to move this because I keep hitting it with my hand. Okay. All right. Okay, so off the bat, it looks like this is definitely somebody that you already know. This is definitely somebody that you already know. This is a situation where, okay, so you guys know I'm not really big on connecting back with exes. But in this case, it looks like this is a situation where this is a reconciliation for a second chance that can and will possibly lead to a bigger commitment, to engagement, and even possibly marriage. It looks like here that maybe you two had a break to just take some space or figure some things out. And I don't know why, but even when I'm hearing this, like, and the thing is, I don't really like reading definitions of the cards. I mean, they have their definitions and everything, but I like to read the energy of them. It feels like it sounds like an opportunity. Like, it sounds like, what have you learned? What are you going to apply this time? Because if you apply what you've learned, then you can have the great ending, the great success. Because this is somebody who's a true love. It seems like this is like a destined situation, a destined type of partnership, or a destined situation where you guys were or are meant to be together. So between now and the end of this year, somehow you guys are going to get a second chance, to give your relationship a second chance. And there will be a reconciliation. You will have to somehow find a way to talk, communicate, express yourself in a healthy way. One thing I will say, if you are reconciling with the ex or someone from your past, it's very important that a lot of times, and I've been guilty of this too as well, a lot of times people will just get back together and not talk about why they separated. I think it's very important that if you do have the opportunity, again, this is somebody that you already know, but when you guys do come back together, if you have not already, you may have already come back together, but if you have not, my intentions for the reading is between now and the end of the year. So if you're not back together now, you're going to come back together really soon for a second chance. Don't wait, or take some time. Make sure it's in a healthy environment, depending on how you guys have separated. Just make sure that you're able to talk about what the issue was, what the problem is, and come up with a solution. And that's going to be so important with this situation, because you don't want a repeated cycle. And this is a second chance. It's like a second opportunity, which means that, I mean, it's not a toxic situation. The universe is trying to give you a second chance with your true love. This is somebody that you really had a very deep connection with. You considered them to be your true love. So you will have a second chance. Now, I'm telling you guys this, your person may not be the most open and receptive, and I'm going to find out who they are in just a second through the planets and astrology, but I'm feeling this. This is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling that your person, or you, may not be the best listener. So if it's them that's not the best listener, already know that before you start talking to them, and make sure it's not always what you say. Sometimes it's how you say it. So just make sure that just talk about the issue, and create a solution before going back into anything new with this person. But the universe is bringing you back. It's a higher force that's bringing you back together. Like, this is a higher force. This is a higher situation. There's a behind the scenes force that's bringing you back together, but this is a true love. So it's not a toxic situation. It's a second chance for you guys to get it right, because you just didn't get it right the first time, or second time, third time, 10th time, how many times you tried. But this is a second chance at being with your true love. So let's see who they are. Right, so you have the, oops, sorry you guys. You have the sun here. You have Mercury. Group 1 had Mercury too. You have Taurus and Virgo. All right, so this person definitely has some earth energy within them. They likely, specifically, they could be a Taurus or they can be a Virgo, but they also have some sun energy here too as well, and Mercury. So again, this person is very just like group 1. They're very logical. They're very organized. They're probably a business person. They're a problem solver. They're a fixer. So they are willing to fix this with you. Like they're willing to, I don't know why I'm feeling for some of you guys, you're dealing with someone that just may get defensive easily. Taurus, Virgo, and Mercury and Sun people. But I specifically think it's a Taurus or a Virgo are, and they could possibly have Sun in their chart. Maybe like, or their sun sign might be in Taurus and their Virgo might be in Mercury. It could be that too as well. I don't know. Like, so I'm into charts. I like to read people's charts, but they may have they may have a Taurus sun because the way and they may have a Virgo Mercury. That's funny. But this person is willing to work things out, but I do feel like they are pretty stubborn. They're a pretty stubborn person. And I don't think they're the best listener. And it may be both of you guys who are not the best listeners. What maybe split you up is the fact or the inability to communicate, the inability to sit back and listen and talk. Because I don't know why, because Mercury's coming up really big in this energy. So you guys may have even split up over like a text fight. And I hate those. The text message fights are just like a misunderstanding that could have easily been handled or worked out. I feel like if you guys did split, it was over something that you didn't have to split over it. It was a matter of communicating effectively and just compromising and listening and not being so stubborn. I have to win or you have to win. So this person is definitely, I do feel like this person is pretty stable. They care about their money, that they care about stability. But they also too, it's like they like to kind of be the center of attention. They probably like to have like fancy things. They probably like to, and they're probably kind of egotistical too as well. So they may operate more from their ego versus their inner self, or their intuitive side. So they may be someone that's kind of more, they may be someone that's more flashy, number one, because the sun is here too as well. They may be someone that's kind of flashy. They really like nice things. They really have to take care of themselves. So they're a person that likes to take care of themselves. They may be a person that's well groomed. Very selfless though. They're a giver. Very passionate when it comes down to sex. Like they're a pleaser. So they want to make sure that their man or their woman is pleased before they're even pleased. So they are a pleaser. But they're a very passionate lover. They're very giving. They can be very selfless. They really care and love family. It may even be a Leo that's a reconciliation. It might be a Leo too as well. But they operate more from their ego than it seems like their intuitive side. But yeah, they like to be the center of your world. Like they want all your attention. They want a lot of your attention. They really just want to be with you. They really want all your attention. And maybe you in the past you didn't give them all your attention, but they really love your attention. They want to be the center of your world. That they really want to know that they're receiving what it is that they're giving. They really, really love consistency here, like with it being Virgo and Taurus. So yeah, so play your cards right, and this can lead to a marriage, but I think it's just very important. I think that in this union, you guys may have issues with communication. That might be your weakness. So it's very important that you take time to really find ways to communicate and talk, because this is a true love situation. The universe is literally bringing you two back together, and it can lead you to your happy ending, to an engagement and possible marriage. So, all right, so let's go ahead and look at group 3. Hello, group 3. Welcome to your reading. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with you. This is your what's coming up in love reading for the rest of 2020. We're just going to go ahead and look at what the universe is saying about your love situation between now and the end of the year. So let's go ahead and see what you guys come up with. We're going to start with the love angels and see what they say. So if you were drawn to group 3, this is your message. Okay. Release your ex. Unrequited love. Finances and career. Deception. And calling in your soulmate. Okay, so right off the bat, some of you guys might be in a situation where, and be careful with this. Excuse the cards too. As you can see, I use my cards a whole lot. But some of you guys may be in a situation where you're trying to manifest. This can go two ways for you, group 3. Either you're manifesting someone new that's in a situation where you're going to like them more than they like you. They may still be with another person, or they may just be a liar. So you may be, when I see calling in your soulmate, to me that's a manifestation card. That's almost like you're setting intentions. Some of you guys are either in a situation where, and I feel like there's a couple of stories here. Either you're currently in a situation where you're with someone that's with other people. They may not be as attracted to you than you are with them, or there just may be just like a block between both of you guys. I think for some of you guys, you're lying to yourself about this connection. Like, you're trying to convince yourself that it can work. You know it's toxic. You know that it's not healthy. You know you're not happy. This is for, and I kind of feel like this is for people who may already be in a relationship. Although I set the intention for what's coming up, I feel like for some of you guys, you're trying to manifest this person back. Maybe you went through this with them before where they cheated on you, or there was a disconnection when it came down to your connection. For some of you guys, they were using you for money. They were either using you for money, or it was about finances. Maybe they didn't feel like you had enough money, or they were using you for money. But yet it's almost like you were trying to convince yourself that it was okay. Either they were lying to you about third-party situations, or you were lying to yourself about the connection, because there wasn't any. It's like there was a disconnection, you guys. And it may have, and I'm feeling for some of you guys in this situation, maybe in the very beginning, it was something that was really intense. Maybe you guys were very much attracted to each other, but you kind of fell out of love. So for some of you, you were in a situation, and I'm trying to get the story in clear. It's almost like you were in a relationship with someone that kind of disconnected from you, or you disconnected from them, or they weren't in it for the right reasons. I do feel like there was a user. So this could go both ways. Maybe you were using them for money, or they were using you for gain. It was very deceptive. It may have had different options on the side too as well. But for some reason, I feel like some of you guys are like manifesting the same. I feel like for some of you guys, this is a cycle. You keep manifesting the same type of person, or for some reason you want this person back. For some reason you want this, like you're actually manifesting, or you're hoping that they'll come back changed. Like you're hoping that they will be different. And some of you guys were open and willing to be a third party in a situation. It was lying to yourself, thinking that this person was going to be with you. But you're lying to yourself. I feel like for a lot of you have the tendency to kind of be in a fantasy world where you create your own lies and own fantasies and you start to believe them. Because in this situation, almost like it seems like this is a person that was disconnected from you on a physical level, also to emotionally and mentally, but you were lying to yourself to make it seem like that wasn't the reality. And again, for some of you, this was a person that was only literally with you for financial gain. Or you were with them for financial gain for the wrong reasons, but it had to do with finances. Another story here is there may be a situation where you may have been trying to manifest a person. You may have been into them, but they weren't into you. Maybe they were not over their past situation yet, or they weren't over their past, so they could not connect with you on an emotional or a physical level. And maybe they did not discuss that with you and maybe led you on. Or maybe they had an issue with your finances. So if you're like unemployed, or if you don't make a lot of money or whatever, maybe the reason why they were not into you is because of your financial situation. But for some reason, you're still trying to call them in because you're trying to manifest this person back. Or if you're not manifesting this person back, you're manifesting someone that's just like them, because it's not them, it's you. It's your lack of self-love and self-value and self-worth. So you're attracting like a toxic situation. So even if you're over the past person and you're not trying to manifest the old person back, you're manifesting someone else that's just like them. They're coming right back in. They may not have the same, they're not going to be the same person, but they're going to have the same, it's going to be the same issue. Some of you are not having success in relationships because you are refusing to release your ex or past people. Like you're holding on to past people and you're just refusing to let them go. So therefore, you're attracting other people who have issues with releasing their past too as well. And it's just a cycle. So I really don't foresee you, I don't know. This is based off this energy. I really don't foresee you really being in a healthy relationship by the end of this year. You may end up back at square one. And for some of you guys, I think you're just trying to manifest. Like I know around the holidays, people kind of get lonely and that like they want to be around people and everything like that. But it's almost like you keep settling. You're a person that settles. Because you either being used or you're using someone else, or it's just a toxic, it's like you're with somebody that doesn't like you like that, or are you with someone that you don't like that, but you're in it for the wrong reasons, or they're in it for the wrong reasons. But either way, it's not a sincere situation, or somebody's like being lied to, or for some of you guys, you're in a situation where you're just being cheated on, but you're lying to yourself. Like they're cheating on you, they're cheating on you and they're using you, but they're not even probably even like really attracted to you like that. They're with other people. You probably know it or feel it, but you're lying to yourself. Right. Possible Scorpio, or someone who has like a lot of Scorpio in their chart. Possible Leo. Possibility for, if you're in this category, it's a possibility this might be with a Scorpio or a Leo. Yeah, this person is maybe kind of closed off emotionally. They may not express themselves wholeheartedly. They may seem to kind of like, be, and I don't know what type of Leo this is, because you guys know, well, I'm a Leo. You guys know I talk. So that's not like Leos to be, well, I guess a Leo can be closed off. I guess so. I guess that's true. I know Scorpios can. I guess a Leo can too, but typically, I don't know. But this is somebody that's more closed off emotionally. They may have had issues in the past with their exes, that they may have been hurt in the past. So they're kind of like, they're not really opening up to you all like that. You're going to find it pretty difficult just to have a conversation with them, probably, likely. But like, dang, just talk. So this person may not express themselves like the way that they should or could. But I think it's because they're just probably, I do believe it might be because of their past. Like, they may not have, another thing is they may not have released. If you're the person that's actually dealing with this type of person, this person may not have released their past. They may not have released their hurt. They may not have released the things that have happened to them in the past. So therefore they may just kind of like, just kind of be skeptic about really being honest or truthful, or maybe even, just honest with you, or even opening up to you. So if this is a person that you're dealing with, the way you know it's them, and I'm sure that if you've already been dealing with them, they probably don't express themselves very much. They're probably more internal. They probably just kind of like to keep things inside and bottled up, and that's how you kind of know. And you're not going to get anywhere with them. It's just, you might as well let them go. But the thing is, you have to work on yourself though too, because for some reason you attracted them. So if you attracted them, that means that a part of this energy is within you too. So because you would not have attracted, or you would not be attracting these type of people if you didn't have the same type of energy. And that's just the law. It's just how it is. So, all right. So that's group 3, people. All right. So let's go ahead and go to the last group, group 4. Let's see what comes up. Welcome, group 4. Hope all is well. Let's go ahead and get ready for your reading, your love reading for the remainder of 2020. What's coming in for love for you? All right. So let's go ahead and get started with you. Let's see what comes up. Let's start with romance angels first. Okay. Oh, deception, chemistry. Love yourself first. You deserve love. 2 self-love cards. Passion. You guys got a lot of cards. Pay attention to red flags and calling in your soulmate. All right. Let's put this right here. Okay. So right off the bat, it looks like, okay, I'm going to say, if you chose group 4, you're probably not ready for a relationship at this point in time. I think that you're still in the process of loving yourself, healing from, or learning how to self-love, learning how to self-value. It doesn't feel like you're ready. It looks like like the universe is putting you through lessons. So right now you're attracting lessons. You're attracting sexual encounters. You're attracting people that are just kind of like using you for sex, or you're just using them for sex. It's almost like you're attracting people that you definitely probably have some major sacral issues, but you're attracting people that maybe just call you for sex, or you might be someone that's on the side, or you only call them for sex, or you might be, it's a sexual thing that's kind of toxic. But you know what's crazy is a part of this, like a part of you wants love, a part of you wants to be in a relationship and a commitment, but you keep attracting people that are not loving you. Like, you want to be loved, you like the idea of love, but you're attracting people who are not showing you love. They're showing you love to get your jaws off, but are you doing that to get somebody's jaws off or whatever? But at the same time, I've been watching too much Martin. I've been watching Martin for the past 24 hours. Get the draws. Till it was time you say get the draws. Yeah, it's almost like, it's a sexual type of thing. There may even be like some type of sexual addiction here, but it's toxic. It's not safe. It's like you keep attracting situations where I think that you really ideally want love. You ideally want to be in a situation. You like the idea of it, but you have some definite major sacral type of issues where it's like you're a hornball, or they are, or and for some of you guys, a part of you wants to, it's almost like you meet a person, you have chemistry, and y'all just have sex. And you kind of lie to yourself about it. You know, it's almost like you block it out. So I feel like in this group, you definitely have some major sacral issues, because it's like you kind of create a false reality of what it really is. And for some of you, it's really affecting you, and it's affecting your self-esteem because, and I don't know why I'm like hearing or feeling, I'm feeling like, especially if you're a woman, it feels like after you have sex, after this person has sex with you, you feel like crap, you feel like trash, like you feel like, oh my God, why'd I do this again? Or you feel like worthless because they'll like have sex with you and like disappear or something, or they'll go back to their relationship. They kind of like leave. It's almost like you were just kind of like a piece of meat at the moment, but a lot of you guys are accepting it and you're lying to yourself about it. But you're also manifesting it. Like you keep manifesting the same situation over and over and over again. It's a cycle. It's a cycle. So either you might be on the other end of this where you're doing this to other people and you have some deeper, you're lying to yourself about it in your mind. You might be telling yourself this, oh, this is all I wanted, but I don't care. But no, the energy is saying that actually you're calling in, you genuinely do want someone that you can be with, that you can grow with, that you can, but because of your current state and feeling of self, you keep manifesting these temporary situations where it just like you meet, you have a good vibe, y'all have sex, and then it's like it's over. I feel like for some of you guys, it's almost like that you guys start situations really, really quickly and they end really quickly. So it's like they start 100 miles an hour and they end like just like that. And you know, it's like a pattern. It's a cycle that continues to happen over and over and over and over and over again. So I wouldn't be surprised. Like I really don't see a relationship for you, a stable relationship for you by the end of this year. I don't see that. You have a lot of healing that you have to do. You have to go within yourself and kind of learn how to love yourself first and how to value yourself, because this is not going to change. I swear to you. And for some of you guys who are in group 4, you know I'm telling the truth, because you're like, why do I keep attracting this type of person? Or why do I keep being in a situation? You continuously keep being in the same situation where it ends up like, it ends up just being sex. But you kind of want more, like you want more, but it's like you're not ready for it. You're closed off because you have some major self-love issues and self-value, self-worth issues. You're manifesting lessons. You're manifesting, there's an Aquarius that you may be dealing with, Capricorn that you may be dealing with, or an Aries that you may be dealing with. Or this may be you too as well. These signs could be you too as well. So just to kind of flip the script, like this sign could be you that's doing this. That's for all the groups. It could be you. So for all the signs that I put out, it could be you. But you're either dealing with an Aquarius, a Capricorn, an Aries, or that's who's coming into your life next. And it's going to be the same cycle. It's going to be the same thing. The Capricorn represents the devil card. And the devil card is that temptation, addictions, a lot of sexual energy and everything like that. So it makes a lot of sense. So a lot of you guys, and then the Aries is the magician. And that's manipulation, that's lying, and this is dangerous. This is really, really dangerous. So a lot of you guys are in a situation where you're manifesting more lessons coming in. This cycle is not going to end. I promise you. They're going to be just like the last one, the last 10 people. Until you change and heal what you need to heal, then you're going to continue to manifest these lessons. I do not see true love coming in for you. Not in 2020 anyway. So you probably have noticed that. So it's a time to self-reflect. I really hope that, for whoever did choose group 4, you probably do resonate with it. And if you are someone that really wants love, but you're finding that you're not connecting with love, this is why. Book your session. I can help you with that. I'm telling you, a majority of the time, it's just you just need a good womb cleansing or a good energy session. So consultations are free. This is the last week that is free. So if you think that you're if you're in group 3 or 4, I recommend that you book a consultation while they are still free. And kind of figure out what the blockages is. from what the blockages are and kind of figure out the cycle and how to get off of it, because everybody honestly genuinely truly wants true love, but it's like one of those things where you have to be ready for it. Number one, you have to make sure that you have the space for it. And but if you're repeating cycles over and over and over again, and they're toxic, it's not only going to discourage you from love, but it's also too, you're going to continue to attract someone who thinks and feels just like you. There's no way around that law. Like, if you're broken, or if you have a distorted view or image of love, do you think you're going to attract like a Prince Charming or like a Princess Kate? You're not. You're going to attract somebody else that has a toxic view of love too as well. And it's going to be a continuous cycle where you're going to repeat. It's going to always be temporary relationships. Okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Please like, share, subscribe if you do like the reading. Again, if you do want a personal session with me, please feel free to go to my website, www.kenishgsmith.net, wherever all the information is there. Again, I do have one more space for my apprenticeship class where you learn how to do all this great magical stuff. If you want to become a professional healer and hypnotherapist, I do have that space available. We officially have 8 students. And what else? Yeah, and also too, the 2021 readings are still available too as well. I'm going to cut those off probably the first week of December. So if you are interested in knowing what's happening in the year of 2021 for you, you'll get a video recording of each and every month. So you'll have and I love those. I love those, because you can always go back and you kind of see what happened or what's going to happen. So you can know what to prevent. You can see who's coming in. If there's going to be a pregnancy, a marriage, a loss, whatever. You'll have a chance to be proactive or be prepared for the good, the bad, the ugly, the great, the amazing. So you guys be blessed. Take care. And I will be checking in with you soon. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.